So let's say you're the kind of person who believes in co-creation and in designing what love means to you, and then learning to grow and evolve into that manifestation. Instead of thinking love is about luck, or that love is limited to one particular person. So when we allow ourselves to believe that the self-limiting, self-blocking, self-hindering belief that person X is the one that's meant for me, even though person X doesn't want me or is unavailable to me. Maybe person X is living a life with a partner that they are out of their own alignment, and they're partnered with someone who's out of his or her own alignment. And when you interact with them, you and them easily get into your own alignment. And it feels like it's so right. And if the universe, it's like the universe isn't this thing outside of you. The way the universe would deliver that person to you would be like, I believe somebody else's spouse cannot be your aligned person. Maybe you meet somebody who is somebody's spouse and they feel so perfectly aligned, but the fact that they are somebody else's spouse means that at that moment they are not the person for you. So if they really truly are, I think the healthiest, ideal way of going about it would be that person X be open and honest with their spouse and espouse themselves from that, respectfully, lovingly, openly, truthfully, authentically, instead of hiding and taking the easy way out and doing what feels good over the hard to face but true truths. And that's what I'm saying. Many people will partner up with someone who, sometimes it's because you feel so aligned when you're with them, and sometimes it's because they're so perfectly matched to keep you in the same comfort zone, even if it's a miserable comfort zone. Some people, surprisingly, are rather comfortable being miserable. And I think especially if you grew up kind of miserable, even though it's miserable, it's really familiar. And so if you have a parent, let's say, who they were not able to love you, and so you grew up into believing that the primary person in your life who loves you through not loving you. They love you through being absent. And so you manifest that in your adult life by being in love with somebody who can't love you, who doesn't love you, who's not able to show up. And you cling to that because even though it's miserable, it's comfortable and it's safe. Because now you're occupied. The space that belongs to the person who would love you is filled up with the absent person, with your vibrational energy, which creates blocks. Invisible but solid vibrational energy blocks. You block love out. You're holding somebody who doesn't want you in the space where the person who does want you fits. So they can't feel you. So I also don't believe there's only just one right person for each person, because the universe is not that limited. Not at all. The universe is actually rather infinitely creating, co-creating. So you get to choose. Do you want to stand in the vibration of lack? Do you want to stand in the vibration of lack of love and say, oh, woe is me. The only person that could possibly be right for me doesn't want me, so I'm screwed. because there's no other person of value out there who might actually want me. No, you want to blame it on that instead of recognizing, actually, you're just not willing to be honest with yourself about your own fucking pain and heal your wounds. Therefore, you avoid love, and you blame it on the fact that the person who, your destiny, they don't want you. Oh God, I would have lived this beautiful, harmonious destiny life with my perfect mate, except she's off having babies with somebody else. Or he is completely alone and he'd rather be alone than be with me. Or whatever, or a million infinite